I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy...
Rivola believes that Toprak's arrival in MotoGP is not simply a story of a world SBK rider adapting to the premier class, but a real threat to the balance of power. Toprak's aggressive riding style, particularly during late braking and corner entry, is considered highly suited to the character of modern MotoGP. Therefore, Aprilia doesn't want to be a mere spectator as Yamaha begins to find its way with the V4 engine, and Toprak continues to demonstrate astonishing progress in every test. The Aprilia RS-GP 26 is said to undergo major changes, particularly in stability under hard braking, traction when exiting corners, and aerodynamic efficiency. Rivola emphasized that Aprilia will not play it safe. The target is clear: a wilder, sharper bike and more ready to be pushed to its limits, precisely in areas that have long been Toprak's playground. This message also serves as a warning that Aprilia is ready to face a head-to-head duel, not only with Ducati, but also with the increasingly intimidating Yamaha V4. On the other hand, Yamaha's progress with Toprak means that other manufacturers can no longer underestimate the project. Internal paddock data indicates significant improvements in corner entry speed and lap time consistency, two crucial aspects that have long been Aprilia's mainstays. That's why Rivola chose to speak out now, a psychological move to show that Aprilia is undeterred, and even ready to make 2026 its absolute proving ground. If Toprak truly performs competitively from the start of the season, the Yamaha vs Aprilia battle has the potential to become one of the most heated rivalries in MotoGP's new era. The brutal RS-GP 26, facing off against the increasingly mature Yamaha V4, ridden by a rider with an extreme style like Toprak, is a combination that could drastically shift the power landscape. The 2026 MotoGP season is starting to feel like an open battlefield. Massimo Rivola's challenge has been thrown down. Now all eyes are on one big question: will Toprak truly be the main threat, or will the Aprilia RS-GP 26 be the one to silence all Yamaha's euphoria? One thing is certain: next season will be anything but ordinary. And here's the full news. The atmosphere in MotoGP 2026 is heating up even before the season begins. Toprak Razgatlioglu's name is once again at the center of major discussions in the paddock, and this time the spotlight is not only on Yamaha, but also on Aprilia. Massimo Rivola, a key figure behind Aprilia Racing's revival, has openly expressed his defiance. His message is clear: the Aprilia RS-GP 26 will not be a quiet bike. It will be in brutal mode, to face the new threat of Toprak Razgatlioglu and the Yamaha V4 project. Rivola is well aware that Toprak's performance in various tests is no fluke. The World SBK Champion's adaptation is considered much faster than many expected. Extreme late braking, corner entry control, and a willingness to push the bike to its limit are Toprak's trademarks, which are now starting to be effective in MotoGP. This is why Aprilia is preparing early, because if the Yamaha V4 truly finds its peak performance, Toprak could be the rider who disrupts the established dominance of other manufacturers. The Aprilia RS-GP 26 itself is said to be the most aggressive evolution in the history of Aprilia's MotoGP project. The primary focus of development was stability under hard braking, a more responsive engine character in the mid-range, and improved aerodynamics to keep the bike docile when pushed on corner entry. Rivola wanted the RS-GP 26 to be able to be tortured by his riders without losing balance, a characteristic he believed was crucial to countering Toprak's brutal style. Rivola's challenge to Yamaha and Toprak wasn't just a war of words. It signaled that Aprilia wasn't willing to be complacent in the direction of its competitors' developments. Aprilia had long been known for its strong corner speed and consistent race pace. However, with the Yamaha V4 beginning to show drastic improvements in braking and initial acceleration, Aprilia felt the need to go further, even if it meant creating a wilder bike that demanded extra courage from its riders. On Yamaha's side, Toprak's progress with the V4 became a hot topic of discussion in the paddock. Many engineers and rivals began to acknowledge that the combination of Toprak's WSBK style with the V4 MotoGP engine created an unusual character. The Yamaha, which had been known for years for its smooth and friendly approach, was now slowly transforming into an aggressive package. This change is what prompted Rivola to speak out, as he understands that the 2026 MotoGP season has the potential to be a major turning point in the power landscape. If the Yamaha Aprilia duel truly occurs at the top level, then the 2026 MotoGP season will present a clash of two extreme philosophies. Yamaha, with its new technical approach in Toprak as the spearhead of aggressiveness, will face off against the Aprilia RS-GP 26, which is claimed to be more ferocious, sharper, and more ready to be pushed to the limit. This isn't just about single-lap speed, but about who dares to push the technical and mental limits most on the track. All of this leads to one strong conclusion. Toprak Razgatlioglu is no longer just a newcomer to MotoGP. He is seen as a real threat, forcing major manufacturers like Aprilia to prepare for war. Massimo Rivola's challenge has been issued to the public, and the answer will only be proven on the track. The 2026 MotoGP season promises a season full of tension, fierce battles, and the potential for major upsets that could change history. The 2026 MotoGP test once again produced a story that sent the paddock into a frenzy. Toprak Razgatlioglu's name once again became the center of attention after his performance on the Yamaha V4 completely exceeded expectations. It wasn't just about the lap times, but also how Toprak mastered this bike, which was still in its development phase. His corner entries were considered brutal, aggressive, and extreme, yet neat and controlled, something that even shocked Yamaha's top brass. From the very beginning of the session, Toprak immediately demonstrated a different approach. He didn't wait for the bike to be completely safe to race. Instead, on corner entry, Toprak appeared to deliberately push the Yamaha V4 to its limits. He maintained high speeds until the final braking point, then dropped the bike at a sharp angle rarely attempted by other riders. This style filled the data screens in the Yamaha garage with extreme, yet consistent graphics. Yamaha engineers were amazed by the stability of the front wheel during Toprak's late braking. Corner entry has traditionally been the most crucial and difficult to control in the V4 project. However, in Toprak's hands, the bike appeared much more docile. He was able to combine hard braking, an aggressive body position, and smooth throttle control in a near-perfect sequence of movements. The Yamaha boss, watching directly from the pit wall, couldn't hide his surprise. Several times the camera captured his astonished expression as Toprak re-entered corners at seemingly unreasonable speeds, yet still exited with a clean motorcycle direction. This wasn't just bravery, but a deep understanding of the bike's grip, balance, and reactions. What made the situation even more interesting was that Toprak was able to repeat this style lap after lap. This meant his actions weren't a fluke. This consistency was a positive warning for Yamaha. The data showed significant improvements in the entry phase, particularly in corner entry speed and chassis stability. Even the lean angle achieved by Toprak was said to be more extreme than the average MotoGP rider during the test. Toprak's agility was also evident when navigating fast corners and changes of direction. The Yamaha V4, which previously felt heavy during transitions, was actually able to dance with Toprak. He shifted his body weight quickly, making the bike more responsive when swerving from left to right. This is what led many in the paddock to compare Toprak's style to that of the best corner entry specialists in MotoGP. From a development standpoint, Toprak's presence was a huge advantage for Yamaha. Every time he returned to the garage, he provided detailed feedback on corner entry, from engine braking reaction, front tire feel, to the moment the bike started to lose grip. This feedback was invaluable, coming directly from a rider who dared to explore the bike's limits. The atmosphere in the Yamaha garage changed drastically. Whereas previously, V4 testing had been cautious, now the tone was bolder and more aggressive. Toprak seemed to be opening a new window into the bike's potential. The engineers were no longer simply looking for basic stability, but were beginning to consider how to optimize Toprak's extreme riding style. This 2026 MotoGP test was a strong signal.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me.